How's it going, everybody? Once again, my name is Sfactr, bringing you another commentary on the Black Ops 3 beta. This is a series where I run you through the specialists, what their weapons, their abilities are, which one is better, and most importantly, why I think it's better. I'm going to try to stay within a specialist call sign and limit my analysis between the two choices. I will make comparisons between some of the other specialists, just because I think ultimately you have 8 different choices available to you in the beta. So there's going to be some crossover, especially within the same class, either special weapons or special abilities. But I will try to give you the lowdown through the specialists in the order that they unlock, and recommend a particular either weapon or ability for you to try on each specialist, so you can be sure you're playing the one that best suits your playstyle. So the first specialist up in this series is Ruin. Ruin's special weapon is gravity spikes. They are spikes that create an explosive shockwave when slammed into the ground, destroying all enemies within a close range. So the most likely analog to Destiny's, or to the gravity spikes, is the Titan's Fist of Havoc in Destiny, and that's super. In many ways, gravity spikes are pretty satisfying if you can get the drop on opponents, but its opportunities are pretty limited in comparison to other special weapons, especially weapons that have ammunition. But I do think gravity spikes is offset by the fact that Ruin's special ability, which we'll get to, isn't quite as strong. Ideally, gravity spikes should be equipped among players who like to play the objective or in objective game modes and could care less about slaying. Ultimately, I think that's just because gravity spikes put you in harm's way. The time to kill in Black Ops 3 isn't fast per se, but you don't have a shield like you do in Destiny. So you get dropped pretty quickly if you just run out carelessly into a gunfight. So objective game modes like Domination, Hardpoint, Safeguard, Capture the Flag, those are going to offset gravity spikes' negatives and just give you the most efficient way to get more kills using them, just more opportunities in those objective game modes to get a drop on a group of enemies. However, gravity spikes do only have one charge. I was just talking about how other special weapons have ammunition, and gravity spikes doesn't have any ammo. So because of that, I think that's a significant drawback to gravity spikes only having one charge. You also need a height advantage, so it's not like you can use it on the ground, but just because of the fact that it might be better to use your weapon, in my experience, it's wise just to create some distance, wall run, maybe take the hunted map, for example. You can jump over the waterfall down on the B map. I think they use that example in the trailer. Overall, gravity spikes just works better in that instance rather than just pulling it out when you could use your special or just your regular weapon. On the other hand, Ruin's ability is called Overdrive, and it reads as a cybernetic leg upgrade that enables a temporary burst of speed. Overdrive in a lot of ways just allows you to sprint around the map much faster than normal, but you can't really ADS while you're on Overdrive, or you have to slow yourself down, and that really limits your capabilities. So while it's unique, and it certainly has its place in some objective game modes where you can get around to one side of the map quicker than the other, I think its value proposition is slightly more towards running gun types. So if you're using a shotgun or an SMG, I think there's some utility in overtime, but for those who are more comfortable with medium to long range weapons, assault rifles, LMGs, probably shouldn't be running Overdrive. Even on smaller maps too, I think it's much more suited to bigger maps like Hunted, and definitely objective game modes. Capture the Flag, uplink lobbies. I managed to get a perfect flag cap on evac with a well-timed Overdrive, but I really don't expect to see Overdrive played that much outside of a few game modes, and just based on what I've seen from other specialists so far and what people are running in lobbies, and even in the same call sign, I think Overdrive has more negatives for just well-rounded gameplay. So as far as this versus goes, in my opinion, if you're going to run Ruin, run gravity spikes. They're the clear choice, especially for people who, both of them make you pretty vulnerable, but I think gravity spikes gives you a chance to pick up a few more kills and keep that kill streak alive. Plus, it gives you an AoE in your back pocket, and just so they're more applicable in game modes. Maybe if you're in team deathmatch, you can pull out a shotgun and overdrive and do pretty well in that. But gravity spikes, you could run them in in any game mode, but and it has a little bit more functionality in your traditional modes. So that's all for this comparison and this commentary on the Specialist Ruin. If you enjoy running Ruin, leave a comment. Let me know how you play them. Maybe you'll change my mind and get me to use Overdrive a little more often. If you can, like the video, share it with your friends. That'll really help me out. And for more Versus features such as this one, subscribe to my channel. Once again, my name is Sfactr. Thanks for watching.